Hello, and welcome to iCast Fireball. In this video, we will be covering the very large subject of spellcasting. I must say I've been looking forward to making this video for a very long time, as casting spells is one of my favorite things to do in D&D. So let's do this. Now, before we get into the brunt of it, I feel like I should mention something. A lot of spells in Dungeons & Dragons have a very clear fire theme, so just prepare yourself for a lot of explosions! Explosion! 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 Most jokes aside, let's go ahead and hop into today's video. There are 10 levels of spells, going from level 0, these are called cantrips, to level 9. Cantrips can be cast an unlimited number of times, but leveled spells, the ones that go from level 1 to level 9, have a limit on how much you can cast them. Every time you cast a leveled spell, you use what is called a spell slot. You start out with very few spell slots, but as you level up, you quickly gain more. The lower the level of the spell, the more you can cast it, but the higher level, the more powerful it is, so the less you need to cast them. Spellcasting, like combat, is very fun, but also a little bit complicated. There are 4 kinds of spellcasters. Full casters, which are classes like druids, sorcerers, wizards, clerics, or bards. Half casters, which are spells like paladins, artificers, and rangers. And quarter casters, which only come from subclasses like the arcane trickster for rogues or the eldritch knight for fighters. Meanwhile, the warlock is just weird. It doesn't obey any of these categories. Full casters, as the name entails, have access to every level of spell from 0 to 9. They learn cantrips and first level spells when they're level 1, second level spells when they get to level 3, third level spells when they get to level 5, and so on and so forth. Half-casters also have a relatively self-explanatory name. They only get access to half of the leveled spells, none of which can be cantrips. They get first level spells when they hit level 2, second level spells when they hit level 5, third level spells when they hit number 9, and so on and so forth. Quartercasters by far have the most limited spell selection. They only get access to cantrips and the first 4 levels of the leveled spells. They learn cantrips and first leveled spells when they get to level 3, second level spells when they get to level 7, third level spells when they get to level 13, and fourth level spells when they get to level 19. And now for Warlocks. Warlocks get spells at the same rate as full casters, but they stop after they get 5th level spells. They also have very limited spell slots. For example, a sorcerer, which is a standard full caster, has 22 spell slots when they get to level 20. A 20th level warlock, on the other hand, has 4 spell slots. Most classes get their spell slots back on a long rest, which is an 8-hour period of downtime and sleep. A warlock, on the other hand, only needs a short rest, which can take as little as 1 hour. Also, their spell slots are always as high as their highest leveled spell. Using the same sorcerer versus warlock example as before, a 4th level sorcerer will have 4 first level spell slots and 3 second level spell slots. A 4th level warlock, on the other hand, will have 0 first level spell slots and 2 second level spell slots. Alright, now for a very fun part. We're going to go through each level of spell, and I am going to give you an example of a spell that can be cast at that level. For level 0, or cantrip, we're going to use Firebolt. It's pretty simple. It's like, imagine a crossbow, but instead of shooting a crossbow, you're shooting a small ball of fire. One of the most famous level 1 spells is Charm Person. Pretty self-explanatory, you just magically charm a person. For level 2, we're going to use Invisibility, and I bet you can guess what that does. If you didn't know, Invisibility just makes you invisible until you attack or cast a spell. Our level 3 spell? Fireball! If you're unaware what Fireball does, it just makes a giant fireball that damages people. Fireball is a fantastic spell. Polymorph is a 4th level spell that lets you transform into an animal that you've seen before. For 5th level, we'll do Geas, spelled G-E-A-S, which is a mind-controlling spell. Chain Lightning is a 6th level spell, which lets you shoot a whole lot of lightning bolts. For 7th level, we'll go with Teleport. That one lets you teleport. 8th level, Sunburst. This is basically just a more powerful version of Fireball. For the most powerful level of spell, which is 9th level, we're going to use the example of a spell called Power Word Kill. If you are at less than 100 health, and this spell is cast on you, you instantly die. Not even exaggerating. So hopefully that let you in on how spellcasting works and how it gets more powerful as you level up. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button and click the subscribe button with post notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any future video I add to the channel. If you have a question, drop it down in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'll see you next time, and may the dice roll ever in your